and a high-tech tool to detect vaping high schoolers. 12 at 12 starts right now. 12 minutes, no commercials, on TV and on the go on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Tram here. Up first, today's talker: should people be fined for not walking their dog? Australia thinks so and is going to fine people if they don't. So what do you think? Yes, absolutely fine them, or no way. Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. Up first, there is another reported sexual assault on ASU's Tempe campus. A woman tells police she met the guy on social media. She claims he gave her a ride but fell asleep. She woke up to him choking and raping her in a parking lot. She ran out of the car and called her friends and police. Number 2 most clicked, the Grand Canyon Skywalk. A 28-year-old man has apparently jumped to his death at the popular tourist attraction. Authorities say he climbed over a safety barrier and then jumped. A tourist fell to his death in March when he stumbled while trying to take a picture. The search for a missing Glendale teenager is going national. Live PD, a TV show on A&E, profiling Alicia Navarro's case. The 15-year-old's mom is especially worried because her daughter is on the autism spectrum. Call Glendale Police if you know something that could help find Alicia. In today's Pulse on Health Now, once again, we are talking about the vaping epidemic. Despite the warnings about how dangerous experts think it is, the people getting sick and the deaths linked to it, it appears that that's not stopping young people from doing it. A new study shows about 1 in 5 young people still think vaping is harmless. That's despite more than 800 cases of severe lung illnesses connected to vaping and 12 people who have died. Schools are cracking down, trying to get e-cigarettes out of the hands of our kids in order to keep them safe. Vaping on campus is such a big problem because it can be tough to catch kids in the act. Vicki shows us how a high-tech tool is helping schools take on this very real teen epidemic.
On campuses across the country, students vaping in school, escaping detection in bathrooms and locker rooms. Recent numbers from the CDC show a startling rise in teen and even tween users. In the past year, use of e-cigarettes in middle school students spiked 48%, and in high schoolers, it's up 78%, with 1 in 4 admitting they vape. In all, some 3.6 million teens reporting they use electronic cigarettes. The CDC warns nicotine use by people under 25 can harm the parts of the brain that control attention, learning, mood, memory, and impulse control.
We've seen a tremendous increase within the last year.
Dr. Jamal Colson is the principal of Bellport Middle School on Long Island, New York, where the staff is taking an innovative approach to solving this problem.
The principal says it's really hard to tell if students are vaping, especially when it's happening in a private space like a bathroom or a locker room, because obviously you can't have security cameras in here. So they're relying on this device to be their detective.
It's called the FlySense Vape Detector. Sensors in the device alert school administrators when they detect vapor from an e-cigarette. We hired 2 actors to help demonstrate how it works. Hidden in the bathroom, they're using vape pens that don't even contain nicotine, but the moment our actors exhale the vapor,
I just got the alert.
Principal Colson receives a text on his phone.
So next we'll be able to send the responder to bring them to my office, and then we will begin an investigation.
Is it hard for kids to report other kids when they see them vaping?
There's immense peer pressure, and kids will get mad at you if you tell someone.
Are any of you worried about your privacy?
No, because it just detects if you're vaping or not. It's not like a camera or anything.
Derek Peterson is the FlySense CEO.
How do you address privacy concerns?
So in our devices, there's absolutely no cameras, no microphones, no recording. Think of a smoke detector or fire alarm in the bathroom.
The devices are installed in over 1,000 schools across the U.S. and several other countries.
What's your hope for this product?
My end goal is to rid schools of the teenage vaping epidemic.
Principal Colson agrees.
We want to be able to assist and help our students make the right choices. No vaping.
Now, the FlySense costs about $1,000 each, and schools have to pay a $150 service fee each year. The technology can actually tell the difference between vapor from an e-cig and, let's just say, perfume or a deodorant spray, so there aren't any false positives. Well, now to your Arizona Cardinals. The guys are preparing to take on the Bengals in the early game in Cincinnati this Sunday. The Cards are hoping for their first win after dropping the ball at home to the Seahawks. The bright spot of the game, though, Larry Fitzgerald is now second in the league for all-time receptions. The great Jerry Rice is at the top of that list. So, of course, you know, social media slaying the Cardinals. Walter posting a pic of the Seahawk. Ouch! Chopping down on the Cardinals. Hector sharing a meme here showing a Cardinal in the street like roadkill. Thinking the season is pretty much over. Carl posting a pic of Fitz hanging his head in shame, saying being a Cardinals fan is really taking a toll. But let's keep it optimistic, folks. A dad of two calling himself the AZ Cards GM. Posting a pic of him at the game with Zany. Looks like they had a great time at the game. Thanks so much, you guys. Hey, at least the tailgating temps are good. Crystal joining us with the Forecast 411 for the rest of the week.
A lot of road tripping happening this weekend with the awesome weather. Lloyd, one of our 12 News weather watchers, was cruising on through Flagstaff and captured this awesome shot in his mirror. And you know, monsoon 2019 is now in the rear view mirror. It's been a rough road, too. We've already pulled the plug on this final day, setting us all up with zeros as dry weather is the main theme. Phoenix experienced its fourth driest monsoon on record with just 2/3 of an inch of rainfall. Flagstaff, it was your driest ever. Tonight, it's a windows open kind of night. Let the fresh air in. 66 at a minimum in Phoenix, 50 in Sedona, but hitting freezing in Flagstaff. Tomorrow in Winslow on the cusp of 80, 71 in Prescott, cracking 80 in Globe, and 90 for Phoenix. We get to enjoy these below average temperatures with plenty of sunshine the next few days. We'll toss in some clouds by the end of the week and a slight chance for rain on Friday.
Well, in other news, while we see temps in the 90s, it's actually snowing in some parts of the country, and that's making for one amazing wedding surprise for an Arizona couple. Brittany and Sean Toohey live in Arizona now, but tie the knot in Spokane, Washington in a September snowstorm. Those pictures are stunning. Brittany and Sean able to move their outdoor wedding inside for their I-dos. The couple's photographer says they managed to capture all these pictures, wait for it, in just 10 minutes. Can you believe that? Ah, what a wedding to remember. Well, just when we think summer is over and we've seen the end of White Claw for a while, it's back. But this time, in the form of a sexy Halloween costume. Whoa! Technically a knockoff. It's called the Yandy Hard Outclaw costume. But if sexy costumes aren't really your style, last year White Claw themselves released a costume where you could dress up as a can. All right, have fun with that. In the Daily Juice, we are talking about yet another wedding. This time, Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin tying the knot again. The couple got married in a secret ceremony in New York about a year ago, but this time around, the couple is hosting a bigger religious ceremony with friends and family in South Carolina. They're getting married tonight, yes, a Monday, at Palmetto Bluff. And of course, there's drama. Some of the hotel guests are upset because the resort closed off a lot of amenities to anyone who isn't attending the wedding. Well, The Joker hits the big screen on Friday, but not before the film's big Hollywood debut. Actor Joaquin Phoenix waving to photographers across the street because Warner Brothers didn't allow press interviews at the premiere. Phoenix stars as a troubled stand-up comedian who descends into madness in Gotham City. Time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley awesome in just 60 seconds. There are Fitbits, smartwatches, and now some Valley businesses are tracking your steps. But why? Colleen bringing us details on this year's Arizona Walking Challenge.
So much of our work and play time is spent behind a computer indoors. So the 2019 Arizona Walking Challenge wants to get you off your seat and on your feet. At St. Simon and Jude Cathedral School, being active in any way possible is tradition. So last year, they participated in the Arizona Walking Challenge put on by Terry Berry.
There was just a great feeling among the students. They were so proud of their teachers to be so involved in, fitness.
Last year, the roughly 2,000 Arizona participants walked enough steps to walk around the world nearly 8 times.
And it really gets the people that are behind the desk too much out walking and competing against other organizations in Arizona.
The 6-week competition bringing out a different side of these teachers.
It was hilarious because the students really like to see the teachers get competitive, and we do get pretty competitive about it.
Now they're gearing up for this year.
It's on.
The challenge begins October 7th, and we've got some stiff competition. I'm gonna go get my steps in, and that's your A to Z 60.
Get your walk on, Colleen. All right, thanks. Speaking of walking, back to today's talker. Should people be fined for not walking their dog? Seriously, a fine? The Australian Capital Territory may start fining dog owners nearly $3 grand if they don't walk their pet at least once a day. Wow. They'll also have to pay if they don't provide basics like shelter, food, and water. So what do you think about all this? Apparently 14% of you say yes, fine them. 86% of you disagree. Keep voting on 12news.com/bullhorn. And those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, we'd love to know what you think. So please comment down below. Time now for the look ahead, the stories you'll be talking about a little later on today. Bad bus driver. New video shows the driver acting strangely and screaming at the kids. So what's the backstory, details, and the dramatic video on 12 News, first at 4:30. And that's your 12 at 12. The facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and our socials as well. We'll see you back here again soon. Let's check in now with Destry to see what's coming up next on Arizona Midday.
Coming up on Arizona Midday, we are previewing Phoenix Fashion Week. Take a look at just one of the models, and we have a whole lot more. Plus, makeover recipes. You got to tune in. We'll see you coming up in just a bit.